Hey everyone, welcome to the Influency Podcast. Today we are going to talk about phrasal verbs for the holidays. Hey everyone, what is up? It is December as I'm recording this podcast. Actually, I'm still recording it in November, but this episode is going to be released in December. And that means that for many of you, it's the holiday season. For some, it's not. Let's acknowledge that. But for many of you, it is. And to celebrate properly the holiday season, I wanted to share a few phrasal verbs that are often used in the context of the holidays. And as a gift, I also included a free PDF that summarizes the phrasal verbs that I discussed with a bunch of examples and a few more that are not discussed in the episode. So if you want to practice it and turn the insight into action, then download the free PDF and audio practice. And all the links are in the description of the podcast, which would also be a good opportunity for me to ask you, if you enjoy the podcast, to rate and review it. And I would be so incredibly grateful to you, because when you rate and review the podcast, it helps push the podcast to people who actually need it and might find it beneficial. So if you can take a moment of your time after you download the free PDF and go to your favorite podcast platform and rate the podcast and even write a short review, it shouldn't take you more than 2-3 minutes. I'd really appreciate it. So with that, let's talk about phrasal verbs. Hey everyone, it's Hadar. Today we have a holiday special. We are going to talk about 5 phrasal verbs that you can use during the holidays, depending on the context. So I'm going to share with you 5 phrasal verbs with examples, and I also have a free PDF for you and audio practice that you can download with 5 more phrasal verbs and more sentences to practice. Because remember, it's not enough to see something and expect yourself to remember it. You got to put it into practice. You got to say it out loud quite a few times and use it in context. This is why I created for you the free PDF and audio practice. So make sure you download it. The link is in the description. The first phrasal verb is dress up. Dress up is to wear a costume, like you do in Halloween or in Purim. And dress up is also to get fancy for a party or an event or for dinner. So to dress up nicely, all right? And notice that when we pronounce the phrasal verb, the stress is usually on the second part of the phrasal verb, on the particle. In this case, the word up, dress up. We don't say dress up, we say dress up. Now, to pronounce this phrasal verb, you start with a DR, and then when you connect the DR, you hear a J sound. Listen, dre, dre, dre. It is totally fine. It's like a middle sound that connects the D and the R. Dre. When you pronounce the R, make sure that the tip of the tongue doesn't touch anything. Dress. And then you connect the S to the next word, up. So actually what we hear is dress up. Dress up. Let's look at a few examples. My daughter dressed up as a dinosaur for Halloween. My daughter dressed up as a dinosaur for Halloween. Are you dressing up for the Christmas party? Because I'm not sure what to wear. You know, should I wear a dress or a fancy suit, or should I just wear jeans? Dress up. And by the way, between us two, I really don't love to dress up. I do sometimes, but usually I prefer to dress down. The next phrasal verb we're going to talk about is to pick out, which is very relevant for Christmas when you have to select a gift for the people you love. To pick out. to select in this context. For example, she went to the store and picked out a new Lego set for her niece. She went to the store and picked out a new Lego set for her niece. Now, notice that here as well, the stress is on the word out, out. The word out is pronounced with the a as in cat, and then we shift to the sound, ow, and then we end it with a t. Could be a held t, out, or a pop t, out. Both are fine. And the word picked starts with a p sound. It has an aspirated p, so we hear a little h right after, p. Then it's the laxed I, p, and then kt, kt, kt. We want to connect the k to the t, right? Picked out. And then we connect the t also to the next word because it starts with a vowel. Picked out, picked out. She went to the store and picked out a new Lego set for her niece. Let's look at another example. We were going to pick a gift out for their anniversary. So here, notice how we separated the pick and the out. To pick a gift out, a gift comes in between the pick and out. To pick a gift out for their anniversary. And like I said, we have a few more example sentences in the PDF that you can download for free. Just call it my Christmas gift to you. Speaking of presents, we have to wrap up. Wrap up. Here as well, we start with an R. The W is not pronounced. Ra, as in cat. Wrap. The P becomes a part of the next word because it starts with a vowel. Wrap up. It's a cup sound. Wrap up. Stress on pup. Wrap up. Wrap up. When you wrap up a present or when you wrap up food, you wrap something up. For example, we need to wrap up all the presents for our students. Listen, we need to wrap up all the presents for our students. We can't just give it to them like that. It needs to be festive and fancy to wrap up. And we can also say, it's Christmas Day and I still haven't wrapped up all the gifts. It's Christmas Day and I still haven't wrapped up all the gifts. And let me share with you another secret. I'm a horrible wrapper-upper. I don't know how to wrap up gifts. This is usually the job that is executed by either my partner, Gil, or my daughters. They do a better job than me wrapping up gifts. Next up, we have to take down. To take down is to remove a structure, especially by separating it into pieces, right? Or to take down something that is temporary. For example, I took down the decorations as soon as everyone left. I took down the decorations as soon as everyone left. Took down. So again, the stress is on down. For the word took, we start with a T sound. It's aspirated, so we hear a slight H right after. Listen, t. Then we have the lax cook, look, book, took. Then we connect the k to the D, took down. The ow vowel is a diphthong, just like with the word out. Starts with the a as in cat. So even though it's spelled with an O, it's like a front a sound. Ow, shifting to the oo and ending with an N. Took down, took down. Taking down the lights is my least favorite part. Taking down the lights is my least favorite part. More examples in the PDF. The next phrasal verb for today, and the last one for this video, is to shop around. Now, to shop around is not just to go out and shop. It is actually to compare the price and the quality of a certain object or a similar object in different shops, right? So you're actually looking for a better deal, okay? To shop around. Shop around. And you do it before you decide what you actually want to buy. Sha, as in father, sh, ah. The P becomes the beginning of the next word, and you know why, because the next word starts with a vowel, and the phrase is always pronounced as if it's one sound. Shop, then we have a schwa sound. Shop, and then round. Again, an R sound, then the ow as in now, as in out, right? Shop round. Shop around. Shop around. Shop around, shop around. You can find a cheaper gift if you shop around, right? I think you need to shop around if you want to find a better deal. Shop around, shop around. Shop around to get the best Christmas deals. Shop around. All right, that's it. 5 phrasal verbs for the holiday season. 5 more are in the PDF, but I want to hear from you. I want to hear your favorite phrasal verb or word that people often use during the holidays. So let's collect all those words and create a list for us to practice right below this video. All right, thank you so much for being here and for watching this and for practicing with me. If you celebrate the holidays this season, happy holidays and Happy New Year that is coming up soon. And if you want to connect, if you don't follow me on social media, you can find me at hadar.accentsway on Instagram or Accentsway English with Hadar on Facebook. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day, and I will see you next week in the next video. Bye.